I have get myself a couple of tank protectors from Wunderlich to my 750 GS, and in this video I will try to show you how I installed those protectors.
We start with to put a foam rubber strip in the top of this thing that will be placed in the front of the bike, and they are putting it like this. I will take this alcohol tissue swab to give it a good clean before I mount this rubber foam. And put it on the middle like that. That was the first thing to do, and after that they are telling me to lose the plastic plate that's mounted under the cockpit, they call it, to be able to reach under the bike. And to do that you need a Torx, I think it's 25 maybe, and it's fastened at 3 points, as you can see from here, hopefully. One in the middle and one at each side in the back of this plastic thing. And then you can take this plastic plate out, and then it's maybe possible to see how that metal thing should be placed. It should be placed something like this. I hope you can see it. And you have to screw it from above and then in the front. I hope you can see. You have one spot right here where I am light it up, and there is one hole in the front right here, where you should put one of the screws. I also have to remove the panel on the right side to ensure better access, and that is 2 screws at the side of the radiator, and it's also screw that you can reach from outside. If you looking from the front of the bike, that screw and that screw down there, and also that screw here at the side of the bike that you have to loosen to do this. And then this screw here. And that's two longer one that was from the inside right here, and a shorter one that goes in the side here. And yeah, now it should be easier to reach. I don't know why, because I cannot see any difference. So yeah, I will take those bolts that should be placed in that hole you see there, and then it's also a bolt from upside, from above. The bolt to use for this is M8 65 millimeter, and a lock nut from above, and in the front there is M8 20 with a locking nut. This is the M8 65. I think it looks a little longer actually. And then this is the 20, and you have to have washers, and then it's those locking nuts that should be used. I placed it, it's a hole that's a little further back that should be used for this bolt. I think it's impossible to get torque wrench inside there. Here you can see the metal plate is fitted in the front of the bike, and now I have to put the plastic back in. Then we have to start with the left engine bar, the left tank bar, and we have to loosen the engine screw from the left side. This one we have to loosen. And I think it's Torx 50, and if I am maybe 55. Yes, it's a 55, I think, at least. We have to cover the plastic with some electrical tape to prevent it from scratch. Like that. And loosen it. And take out that screw from the hole. Like that. And this spacer should be put in that hole with a tapered side inwards to the engine, like that. We should have this one in the front as well as this one. But we need to have thread lock on this bolt. Yes, you can see thread lock on that bolt. Hopefully this is a good amount, correct amount, so to say. And the washer. And here you can see how it's put together, and I will just tighten it very loose at the beginning. And then I have to tighten the one in the front as well a little. That, and then I have to torque the engine bolt to 100 Newton meters.
50, 60, 70, 80,
90 and 100. There you have it, 100 Newton meter. And that was the left bar. And now for the right one. Okay, you should not tighten the bolt in the front before you have put both tank bar in place, because it can be a little hard to fit the right one if the left one is tightened. So wait a little to tighten the front. Here you should have a spacer. In that hole, and then put some thread lock, and then put the bolt in the guard and tighten it to 100 Newton meter. Put the plastic cap on the bolt head. And remove all the tape. And after that, just tighten the frame, the bar in the front as well, and it should be good to go. Bolts in the front, When everything is put in place, it looks fantastic. And now I just have to put every tools together back in its place. And then of course I had to take a picture of my bike